everybody. Happy New Year. Sorry for the late start. This girl has been working too hard at her day job that she slept in a bit this morning. Well, can you actually blame me? I mean, it's the holiday season. I work at a movie theater. We've had an opening for Star Wars and also Frozen 2 and Jumanji are still out. So, yeah, that's how much I had to work. Oh well. Okay, so hey everybody. My name is DF, short for Disney Fanatic 2364, and we are entering a new decade. It is the last few moments of 2019, and soon it's going to be 2020. Wow, can you believe it? Okay, so the point of this live stream is to introduce a little bit more about myself while going over some of the things that have happened this year and the past decade. Yeah, a lot has been going on. I mean, 10 years ago, I was 14 years old, now I'm 24, and actually it was about 10 years ago that I was, it was in 2010 that I started my podcast channel. Okay, so we're gonna wait a little bit for people to come in. I know I came late, and I'm sorry about that once again. Yeah, very, very sorry once again. For starters, I started my YouTube channel back in 2010, which was actually almost 10 years ago. I'm gonna have to remember that come August, it'll be my 10th anniversary. I started from Disney slideshows to Barbie stop motion videos to My Little Pony videos. Oh boy. So much has happened. And now here I am with Podbean and doing this Bees and Beast podcast. Yeah, I know it's going to be a while for people to come because I was late. This is my bad. Sorry I slept in, but I am live now. Okay, so we're waiting for people to come. I guess a lot of this will just be posted later on YouTube. So, this year in general, so this year I've been doing a lot more with this podcast, and actually, I'm very surprised how just in the last 30 days, I've gotten a whole lot of more followers on Podbean, and now I've gotten over 200 followers total. Yeah, isn't that great? Okay. Oh, look, and now Bella Pink Savage has entered the chat. Yeah, so she missed all the stuff that happened before. I slept in this morning. Yeah. I've been working too hard. Before I knew it, it was 20 minutes past the time I agreed that I was going to be doing the live stream. Yeah, well, welcome Bella Pink Savage, who donated like over $28 in the last live stream. Yeah, applause for her. That was an extra $28 that's being donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yeah, I want to thank you thank everybody who donated in the live streams and everybody who bought Redbubble merchandise and those and my $5 plus patrons, especially Tyrannosaurus Venom and Anime Guy 1101. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit before people come in. Yeah, this is my fault for slipping in again. But in total, over November and December, I had been collecting donations for Make-A-Wish, and that 10% of my sales and patron donations would go to Make-A-Wish. And since the last live stream, and actually a bulk of people had ordered from Redbubble recently, well, we've raised about $39. So let's see if we can make it an even 40. $39, isn't that great? That is a whole lot more than what I had raised last year. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait for people to come in for a bit. But okay, so this, unlike the last live stream, this is not like a totally required, you have to donate in order to answer questions. This is more of a reminiscing and resolution live stream. Yeah, so you don't have to donate to just ask a question, because this is really trying to get people to listen more. And actually, it's some good news that thanks to the donations from the last couple of live streams, this is the number 2 live stream channel on Podbean. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of people will be listening to this afterwards. So what Beauties and Beasts is meant to be, it's meant to be a podcast analyzing fairy tales, particularly Beauty and the Beast and its many adaptations, from TV shows to movies to books, and not just exploring romantic relationships, but also platonic Beauties and Beasts and familial. Recently, I've done the Nutcracker, Star versus the Forces of Evil, even Frozen, which may not look like an obvious Beauty and the Beast story, but if you check out the episode, then you will see why it's more of a sisterly Beauty and the Beast. And if you become a patron of at least $5 or more, I have a whole lot of bonus episodes from my book reviews, and also some smaller episodes, like I recently did a review on Frozen 2, which is available only for patrons, and also some excerpts of my original stories, one of which, The Voice of My Bedside, was accepted last year and published in a literary magazine, The Scene in Her Journal, but you can hear an excerpt of it if you pledge $5 or more. Also an excerpt from the original novel I've been working on this year, which is in the first draft and is finished. It's just going in the editing and publishing stage. Yeah, a whole lot has been going on. I'm just amazed on how much has happened to me in 10 years. I mean, I was 14 years old 10 years ago. Since then, I've graduated high school, I've graduated college, I realized I was a biromantic asexual, I have written many stories, made many videos, including a very successful My Little Pony audio drama series that had over 20 million views on YouTube collectively. I'm as surprised as you are. It's just hard to believe for me, because it's been a very significant period in my time. And well, it kind of helps that I'm still relatively young and there's still a whole lot to do. Alright. Yeah, Enveloping Savage is reminiscing how she'd been watching some of my videos when she was 13, and yeah, that tells you how long it's been. Yeah, I didn't even, actually, I started writing fan fiction back in 2011, so it's almost been 10 years that I've been doing fan fiction in general. Wow, I'm amazed. Alright, so it'll be a while before some more people show up. Yeah. Oh, why did I have to be late? That was my bad. Well, you can't blame me. I've been working for like 8 days a week because of the holiday season. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really exhausted. But I still love my job. I get to see the movies for free. I've seen Frozen 2, I've seen Cats, I saw Knives Out. I saw Star Wars last night, even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, and enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I'm not going to spoil things for people, but there was a theory that I had about it that was confirmed. So, yeah, I called it. I'm not going to say what I called, but I called it. Okay. Oh, Enveloping Savage agrees with me that Cats was awesome. Yeah. I don't know what the critics are raving about. It's mostly the CGI thing. I had no problem with it. Actually, the theater I work at, we had an updated version sent about a week after its release, where the effects are edited a bit. I don't know exactly the differences, but maybe that's why I didn't really have a problem with it by the time I saw it. I thought it was cool. I actually found it less creepy and a bit more realistic than the cat suits, to be honest. I don't know why the first suits always kind of freak me out. Maybe that's just me. And I know some of the critics were on the plot and the confusing characters and how it didn't have much of a plot. But I'm like, did you see the original musical? Because that had a lot less of a plot and less character development. I mean, as much as I loved the musical with the songs and everything and the dance, this had more of a plot line. It had a protagonist. It had character development that it didn't have before. So, if you ask me, they improved a bit upon the musical. Just adapted it so it's a bit more of a coherent story. But it's still very poetic, which is why it may be confusing for people who have never had their experience with Cats before. And also, the actors were pretty great. You had really great singers, and even Judi Dench and Ian McKellen, who are not really known for their singing. They had their but that was okay because they had their monologue type songs anyway. Especially Ian McKellen singing Gus the Theater Cat about his character having different theatrical roles, which is, of course, this is Sir Ian McKellen, who has done a whole bunch of iconic roles, so yeah, you could feel his emotion as he delivered his, it was more of a speech really, but speech type song. And also, yeah, Taylor Swift was the best part. I mean, she may have just shown up for 5 minutes, but she sang my favorite song in the whole musical, McCavity, and she did it so well. And I never heard her sing jazz before, so I was blown away. Yeah. So I don't know what people are talking about. Maybe they just don't understand art. Like, maybe they're not the kind of people who are into opera and ballet, which is kind of the stuff that Cats is derived from. Yeah. Meanwhile, they go to stuff like Star Wars and Jumanji to the next level, which I did not see Jumanji the next level. I've seen Star Wars, which are very plot and action heavy movies. I guess that's what people are into today. They don't really care so much about character anymore. Well, I don't know. Actually, Frozen 2 was a very character-driven movie. While it did have some plot and action, that had a significant amount of character. My brother and I were talking about this the other day. Yeah. Oh, I have not seen Jumanji The Next Level because I did not even see Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. It wasn't my same cup of tea as the original Jumanji with Robin Williams. Now that had plot, action, and quite a bit of character. That movie was a classic. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. Okay. Yeah, I think the reason people didn't show up is because, again, late. Okay, so I think that's a lot of things happened this year with the podcast, and I was part of Seussical the Musical, a community production, and then my family moved house into something really bigger. So yeah, my family's moved. I got into a new house, and I got this closet where I have new soundproofing, which is why stuff sounds a whole lot better than it did in the first episode. And I have to do a lot of less noise removal. That's great. Of course, I started this Livestream service, which is actually, it works a lot better than the YouTube live streaming, I will tell you that. And it's cute how you can play music and a whole bunch of sound effects under this. Yeah, there's a lot for no reason. Okay, we got some more people entering the studio. I will say it again, I am DF, and my podcast is called Beauties and Beasts. I do a lot of analyzing of fairy tales or things based on fairy tales. And right now, just going over some stuff in the year, telling a little bit about myself, and what I'm planning for next year. Okay, so in terms of the podcast, I have a whole list of different episode topics, a lot of them, that's for sure. I know I'm going to be doing Megamind in January, taking a little break from episodes because, it's the remainder of the holiday season, and also my birthday's coming up. I'm going to be turning 25, a quarter of a decade. Yeah, it makes me feel old, and I know I'm soon going to feel older as time goes on. I just find it hard to believe because everybody thinks I'm like 19. They do. They see me, they think I'm a lot younger than I actually am. I'm actually one of the oldest people at my workplace, and that makes me feel weird. Okay. So, what more in 2020? A lot of other topics I have in mind. They include, I know in Black History Month in February, I wanted to do an episode on the TV series Happily Ever After, which has a whole lot of fairy tale adaptations with different ethnicities and also some feminist versions. They not only did Beauty and the Beast, but a couple of Frog Prince and Frog Princess stuff. I'd definitely be talking about some of the episodes on that. Yeah, that's a good TV series. I know I will be editing my original novel, The Last of the Myths, now that I finished the first draft, and thanks to some of the feedback I've gotten, I know some of the edits I'm going to be making already. Yeah. I know some people are wondering about My Little Pony videos and fanfics. I have been doing that a lot less. I will admit, I kind of lost interest in writing some of the My Little Pony fanfics. I haven't visited them in like over a year. That's because I've been getting into new fandoms. Yeah, I have been seeing other fandoms. Yeah. And you know what? They are not like My Little Pony, that's for sure. One of them is Villainous. That one I've been working on a bulk of a fanfic for that one for most of the year, when I have been working on my original novel. Yeah, okay, Developing Savage is getting a lot of gasps from that, so I have no gasps, but that's as close as I can get. How about There you go, Podbean. Use that for a sound effect. Also, I've been getting into Has Been Hotel. Yeah! I seem to have a thing about demons as of late, or people who are not entirely nice, but still have character and sustenance. It seems to be my thing lately. I'm into Beauty and the Beast, so actually it's no wonder that I'm into characters who are not really perfect and heroic. But lately, I seem to be kind of into dark stuff. Or stuff that's dark and funny. Yeah. Yeah, Villainous, Has Been Hotel. I've been reading a lot of Has Been Hotel fanfics that make me want to write my own fanfic. I'm like, no. Write the stuff you're writing now. You don't need to add another fanfic to your repertoire. But maybe later. Yeah, I do have enough on my plate. Thank you, Bella. I've been doing a lot to myself, doing this podcast, writing my story, and then there's work, and also the fact that I have been teaching after-school chess on the sidelines too. I'm a jack of all trades, that's for sure. Bella Pink Savage asks, how do I do it all? How do I balance work? How do I balance this podcast? And writing and everything else? Easy. Bella Pink Savage describes it. I'm a workaholic. I have no social life. Okay. Oh, so we have someone here who would like to call in. Someone named Nitesh. You know what? I don't usually take call-ins, so let's try. Let's do it or not. Oh, she left before I could click it. Or was it a he? I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna click it. You went away. Oh well. Yeah, call-ins are a little difficult because apparently you have to do all this on your phone. Like I'm the one on my computer. Everybody else does it on their phone. If you ask me, that's not fair. Podbean should do something about that. How do you even call in? Well, you can request. There should be a button where you can request to call in. Yeah, in my case, I have to invite guests and co-hosts by entering their email. But I think on your end, there is a button where you can request to call in. Yeah, I think it will be taking call-ins. Might as well. I mean, I can't go talking the whole time. You might get tired of hearing just my voice. Alright, yeah, but you gotta make sure that you have a sort of clear microphone, even if on your phone. Okay, so, yeah, can I call in? Sure, Bella. I mean, why not, Bella? You kind of donated a whole bunch of stuff. You might as well be a patron by now. Yeah. Okay, okay, make sure you use a headset when you're doing this to avoid echoing. Hey, Bella, can you hear us?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Well, I can't hear anything on my end.
Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Bella Pink Savage, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
I hear you.
So you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Do you have a microphone on your phone?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
boy.
So, okay, are you wearing headphones?
Yes, I'm wearing headphones.
Okay, I somehow make sure the microphone's not on mute.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we're trying with the call in here. It's not that simple.
It isn't that simple. Oh, jeez. Dang it. Oh,
Okay, Podbean, if this is an issue on your end, then okay.
come
I can't
on.
offer any more advice because I can't see what you're doing. Okay, so
Can I try again?
yeah, you can try again because I'm not sure what's going on.
All right. Let's see if this works.
All right, let's see if we can try again. So we have Bella Pink Savage trying to call in. Let's see if she can sort out how to do it. Cause yeah, last time my co-hosts on the live stream had some difficulty getting in. Podbean might want to fix that. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, Bella, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, DF. Yes, I hear you. This is weird.
Well, unfortunately, I cannot hear you again. Are you sure you have your headset plugged in and that you have your phone recording?
This is weird. Oh boy.
Alright, this is definitely an issue I'm gonna have to bring up with Podbean. Why can't you guys listen to the live stream on the computer? Okay, so we've got some new listeners in.
This is
While
weird.
Bella's figuring that out, I'll introduce myself again. I'm DF, short for Disney Fanatic 2364.
Come on.
Okay,
Oh well.
well, this will make calling very difficult.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Bella.
It's alright.
I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually.
Sure hope so. Alright, I'll hang up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh well, I guess we'll just go back to the old-fashioned way. That was disappointing. Okay. Trying to think of stuff I'm gonna do in 2020. Well, yeah, I think the main focus is gonna be on the podcast and my writing, trying to get my book edited, and then, of course, finding a literary agent so that the book can be published. I think it's going to be a shorter live stream than I thought it was going to be. Okay. So, that's kind of what I can, my main resolution. Editing my book and then finding a literary agent, which is going to take some time. It's going to take time before it can be published. But don't worry, I'm going to keep updated on the book here. Maybe share some more little excerpts. Not so much so that by the time it does get published, I get sued for copyright and all that. So, of course, also in 2020, I'm excited about the election. It's gonna be a big year, and try not to get way too political. What am I saying? I get political in my episodes all the time, but yeah. let's just say I'm hoping a certain guy in office gets kicked out, whether it's through impeachment or he's beaten in the election. Yeah, I'm saying it. That guy's a monster. And he's not kind to the LGBT community, to refugees and immigrants, to women. He is not kind at all. Not a good person. Never mind the policies that which were crazy in the first place. He's not a good person, okay? Is that really surprising that I should say it? So yeah, but I'll try not to get... Like, I'm not going to say who I am supporting for the 2020 election. I can't say it's not him. Not him. That's for sure. This is for him. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, out of that. Yeah, he is beyond savage and nuts. Yeah, I'm hoping with the new decade we get a lot of more changes. Actually, big accomplishment in the last decade, a big movement in LGBTQ rights. We have the right in America to marry anyone we want, regardless of gender. That was back in, I think it was it 2016 or 2015? The point is, we can marry whatever gender we want right now. 2015, thank you. That was a big accomplishment, and hopefully nobody takes that away. You know who I'm talking about, because I know they're trying to take away our adoption rights, and not just for same-sex couples, but interracial couples, interfaith couples, couples who had been previously married and divorced before, single parents. Yeah, they've been trying to pass that bill. Giving adoption agencies the rights to discriminate based on that. And as somebody who wants children someday, I definitely don't want that to happen. Because I don't know if I'm going to end up marrying a man or a woman, or if I'm going to end up single, but I want to have children someday. And I still want that option to be open to me. Yeah. One of the reasons I've been working on that Daughter of Discord short where Applejack and Spike adopt a baby. Oh yeah, that's another thing in 2020. I'm gonna finish up on that. Still kind of waiting on the people drawing the animatics. Cinnamon Roll in the Bathroom is almost finished. Still got a ways to go for a different kind of family. We did release Heartless last year. Yeah, that one was very dark. Alright, so... anything you guys are looking forward to in the new decade or new year, or anything might have been your favorite thing that happened last decade or year? Yeah, let's hear from some of you guys. I've been talking. Developing Savage is looking forward to Generation 5 of My Little Pony. Yeah. Maybe, who knows? Might be interesting. Definitely check it out once it does come out. Though I think, yeah, after 9 seasons of My Little Pony, I'm a bit burnt out from all the fandom stuff. A CGI movie, that's gonna be a thing? You know, I wouldn't be... Actually, why am I surprised? There's always gonna be one of those things. Yeah. In 2021. Good to know. Maybe... Oh my god, CGI My Little Pony. Oh, my brain hurts just thinking about it. Something should stay in 2D animation. CGI is not bad if people do it right. I mean, obviously the recent Disney movies and Pixar, they've perfected it animation-wise, but oof. Oh, unless Disney does My Little Pony. They might. They've done pretty much the bulk of anything else. They own Fox now and Star Wars and Marvel. Yeah. I mean, they've already had that whole debate with that whole disagreement with Sony on the rights to Spider-Man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And they did show Generation 2 on Disney Channel. That must have been a while ago, because I wasn't around for Generation 2. I was overseas, so it wasn't really shown in English as much. Yeah, I guess think about the stuff they'll do for Disney. I know that they've been teasing that Jack and the Beanstalk movie, Gigantic, and they keep pushing it back. I want to see that, or see what they do with that. Because Disney hasn't done anything Jack and the Beanstalk type since that Mickey Mouse short that was used in Fun and Fancy Free, and that was like 1947? I'm ashamed that I don't remember the exact year, because I'm supposed to be that Disney fanatic. It was the 1940s. But I can tell you that was the last time that Mickey Mouse was voiced by Walt Disney before he retired from the role and passed it on to the next guy, James McDonald, I believe? Yeah. Oh, he didn't die yet, but he just retired from the Mickey Mouse role in the late 1940s. Alright, so yeah, I want to see how Gigantic goes. In terms of movies I know are coming out that I'm interested in, what else has been announced? Birds of Prey. That's coming out next year. I want to see what they do more with Harley Quinn. Maybe Suicide Squad wasn't so great, but you have to admit, the casting for Harley Quinn's just on point for that movie. And I want to see what they do more with her character. And I think Poison Ivy's going to be in it. I know in the DC comics they confirmed that Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn went from best friends to becoming a couple. So, come on, let's do it in the movies. I mean, Star Wars had that first same-sex kiss in their franchise in the last movie, so come on, let's do it with DC. Come on. I mean, they actually do have a lot of LGBT representation in their comics and in TV shows. They had the Batwoman series that came out this year, which is intriguing so far. And Batwoman is a canon lesbian, and their Supergirl sister in the Supergirl TV series. So let's have that more in our movies, okay, DC? You're doing great. Okay, so Bella Pink Savage is asking, since my 25th birthday is coming up, do I want to see anything specific for my birthday, because she'll draw it for me? I don't know, I can't think of anything specific. I've been wanting to see a lot of more fan art based on my fanfics, that's for sure. I've been waiting for someone to draw something on my villainous fanfics, but I think you'd have to read more of that if you're into villainous. Yeah, I do need to go back to my My Little Pony fanfics, because I definitely left up on the cliffhanger with the Lavender Arrow. I need to finish up CMC The Next Generation, because I know it's gonna end. I know people are fearing how it's going to end, because with the direction I want to go, I know it's going to be very unpopular with the readers. Let's just say it involves shipping. Yeah. Because I realized stuff about my characters much later on how, you know what, these characters belong together. And that's how yeah, and not even forced, it just, I feel like that's how it's happened naturally. Well, I'm not gonna say who's being shipped in the end. Yeah, I assume. How many people here are actual fans of My Little Pony and have actually read my fanfics? because I don't know who has been following me in the past decade or who is a new person. Yeah, I know you're definitely a regular Bella Pink Savage. Like, you've donated to live streams and you've bought merch and you've made fan art, and I really appreciate that. You know, why you haven't become a patron yet, I don't know. Also, in terms of fanfics, yeah, oh, I had probably do some more on the alternate adventures of the Power Ponies. Thing is, I write those as sort of one-shots or two-shots or three-shots, just little sagas, so I haven't really left it on a cliffhanger per se. I know what the next little arc is going to be. It's going to be another thing on Fluttershy / Saddle Ranger and Discord. Yeah, sorting that out. I wrote a little bit of it and kind of just left. Yeah. Yeah, you should. $1 plus patrons get episode previews. $5 plus patrons have access to more of the bonus episodes. And there's a whole lot more which get complimentary merch and such and such. Yeah, if you go to my Podbean page and you click the green button, well, it's a green button if you're on the website, but the Become a Patron button, or yeah, you can see the different types of tiers. At this moment, I'm earning $50 a month from this podcast, which, you know, is a start. At least pays for gas money. and this recording booth I'm in. And also a new webcam, which I'm still trying to figure out how to use. Alright, so any more questions, or anybody have some stuff they're looking forward to the new decade, year, or stuff that they want to reflect on in the last year? Or decade? Yeah, this is a big turnaround for us. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I was kind of glad to go into 2010 because 2009 and 2008 actually were they were awful years. Yeah, I'm just glad I've come so far since then. Ooh, Bella Pink Savage is looking forward to the live-action Little Mermaid. I am looking forward to that too. Especially, I want to see them have more Ariel and Eric interaction time. As much as I love the original movie, the thing with Disney couples when they don't have a lot of screen time. And also interested to see the person they cast as Ariel, who is an African American actress. And there was a lot of backlash about that. But I'm like, why? I mean, if you think about it, she's a mermaid, and she can be freaking any race she wants. Not to mention in the Broadway adaptation, some of the mermaid characters who had originally been white in the movie were cast. They cast actors of different ethnicities. Like King Triton was played by a black man. So I don't see the problem. The only thing I was upset about when I learned that, see, I was writing my novel, which had a mermaid in it, and I wanted to steer away from the mermaids we know, the iconic ones, when coming up with her look. I wanted her to look as least like Ariel as possible. So I decided, you know what? Why don't I just make her black? I mean, that's different from Ariel. And then a couple months later, I hear the announcement that they've cast a black woman as Ariel, and I'm like, darn it! They took my idea! That was the only thing I was upset about! That was the only thing I was upset about. So, oh well, my mermaid is still black, just... at least she's not a redhead. Well, we'll have more ethnic mermaids. It's new decade. More ethnic mermaids. Yay! I mean, why have just one? Yeah, it'll be good to see Ariel and Eric interacting. Oh yeah, how much for singing requests again? For this one, I'm gonna go with 100 gold beans, which is about 50 cents. Actually, what was the exact? Okay, 50 gold beans. 100 gold beans is 50 pod points, which is about 72 cents, actually. Yeah, my voice is a little scratchy this morning, but I can still do some singing requests. Okay, I see that gift of 100 beans, Bella. What would you like me to sing? I'll turn off the music so I can actually sing it. And bear in mind, if it's terrible or if it's a song I don't know very well, I'm up for doing a different one in replacement. Oh, sing a bit of your favorite Taylor Swift song. Does the one she sang in Cats count? Actually, she wrote a song for Cats, actually, so that does count. She wrote Beautiful Ghosts, which is sung by Victoria. Yeah. And actually, it's kind of sad that Cats was pulled from the Oscars, because that should have been a contender for Best Original Song. That's sad. Alright. Follow me home, if you dare to. I wouldn't know where to lead you. Should I take chances? No one took chances on me. Oh, God. You know what? I need to pull up the lyrics. So I watch from the dark, wait for my life to start, with no beauty in my memory. All that I wanted was to be wanted. Too young to wander London streets, alone and haunted. Born into nothing. At least you have something to cling to. Visions of dazzling rooms I'll never get let into. And the memories were lost long ago. But at least you have beautiful ghosts. And that's all I'm gonna sing tonight, because, my throat. Yeah. How can you not want to consider that for the Oscars? Because that is a beautiful song. Yeah, I should do a cover of that. I was actually thinking of doing a cover of McCavity, since that is my favorite song from the musical. Okay. Is that my phone? Because I have no idea where I put my phone. Oh, holy moly. There's my phone. Okay, I gotta turn it off, because I was looking for that. No buzzing, thank you. Yeah, for another 100 gold beans, I can do a bit of McCavity. I do like doing the jazzy type songs. It is really sad that... Yeah, it was really sad that it was pulled from the Oscars, because that's a good song. And Andrew Lloyd Webber was actually very impressed with Taylor Swift's ability to write lyrics. Yeah, they worked on that song together. Okay, and thank you, Bella. Okay. So 100 gold beans again, and here is McCavity, also from Cats. McCavity's a mystery cat, he's called the Hidden Paw, for he's a master criminal who can defy the law. He's the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, McCavity's not there. McCavity, McCavity, there's no one like McCavity. He's a fiend in feline shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by-street, you may see him in the square. Or when the crime's discovered, then McCavity's not there. You may seek him in a basement, you may look up in the air. But I tell you once and once again, McCavity's not there! McCavity's a ginger cat, he's very tall and thin. You know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. His brow is deeply lined in thought, his head is highly domed. His coat is dusty from neglect, his whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he's half asleep, he's always wide awake! Oh boy, I'd have to work on that one. Figure out the microphone placement. Yeah, Taylor Swift really kills that song. Hey, that's all I'm gonna do, because, one, it's a long song. Two, yikes, my throat is not with me this morning. Afternoon. Evening, whatever time this is for people. For me, it feels like morning, but it's afternoon. Yeah, that's what I get for sleeping in. Okay, thank you for that, Bella. Morning throat. Yeah, I slept in, that's why I was late. Yeah, I was tired from last night. I had an usher shift and cleaning up popcorn, you know. Some people are just very, very, very messy. And these are adults. Like, there was this back row that was just covered in popcorn. The seats in front of it, behind it. You'd think people just took their popcorn tub and dumped it on themselves. I know. And even people coming out of the theater, they see us cleaning up the popcorn and they're like, oh my God, why would they do this to you? And I'm like, thank you. Someone notices the ridiculous stuff we have to do. Wow. Yeah, but I do like working at the movie theater. It's not so bad. Definitely better than when I was working at a nursery school. Yeah, and plus it allows me some room for creativity, especially when I will be at the box office or concessions and it'll be extra slow, and if I have nothing left to do, I have my notebook right there and I can just scribble a few things down. That's why I've been able to write a lot more recently. But yeah, but mostly the original story, the last of the myths that I'm working on, and the fanfics. Actually, I did write a short horror story during one particularly slow day at the box office. I need to type that up and figure out. I should probably send that somewhere because I think it's good. Yeah. I've been writing a lot of short horror lately. That's kind of weird. I mean, that's specifically horror. I mean, the ones that were accepted for publication were horror too. One of them was published. One of them is. I'm still waiting for the magazine to come out. It's very slow on their end. Yes, I am a freaking workaholic. I always have to be busy, even when like, oh, this is a slow day at the box office. So instead of just chilling, I'm gonna write and work more. Oh boy, I am. It doesn't help. I've also moved recently, and so most of my friends are a long ways away. A future t-shirt. I should consider that. Something along those lines. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop it at about an hour because my throat is hurting and yeah, actually I have some plans today. I'm gonna go to Winter Carnival tonight with my family. So I'm gonna go on for about 7 more minutes here Are there any remaining questions, reminiscing stuff, or stuff we're looking forward to in 2020? Anyone have any New Year's resolutions they want to share, actually? I told you mine. Mine's working on my original novel in the editing process and trying to get it published. That's my main goal. Anyway, Bella Pink Savage, thank you for your donation of 143 pod points, which equates to $1.43 about. Which kind of makes it an even 40, though I'm going to round it up. I'm going to add an extra $10 when I send in my Make-A-Wish donation. That's my personal contribution. Okay, so... Oh, Bella Pink Savage wants to drive, but she's terrified. I feel you. I didn't learn to drive... Well, I didn't learn to drive until I was in college. Well, one, because I was living in Romania when I was 16, and there the driving age is 18. And also, you don't want to learn how to drive in Romania. Their tests are hard. And yeah, very hard. But I was also terrified of driving, especially since my mom kept yelling at me every time I made a mistake or didn't understand what she was saying. And I didn't get the license officially until I was 23. Although in the end, didn't turn out so bad, the driving test. It was a lot easier than the way my mom was teaching me. I still remember how it was very hot that day when I took the driving test. Very hot summer day. And so, my driving, the one testing me, the first instruction he gave me was like, okay, so first thing I want you to do is turn on the air conditioning. That wasn't part of the test. He just really wanted to turn on the air conditioning. Yes, turn on the car and turn on the air conditioning. First thing I want you to do. Yeah, Bella Pink Savage. I want to drive so I can get McDonald's whatever I want. Yeah, that's what I do, especially when I'm working in a movie theater and we have late night shifts, and McDonald's is open 24/7, so I can just go in the drive-thru and there you go. There's my dinner. Really is handy. McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's does taste better overseas. I will say that. But yeah, go for it. Learn to drive, take your time, and don't take the driver's test until you're absolutely sure you're ready. If you don't have your learner's permit yet, just know that you need to take a bit of a written test. Well, it depends on which DMV you go to. It'll be written or it can be on the computer. But there are practice tests you can take online for the comprehension tests. Like, you need to know the different stop signs, you need to know the basic traffic laws in your state. Really depends on where you live. Yeah, with the signs you gotta know what they mean. Like, what means stop? Or, well, they show you the shape, but they won't put the word stop. I think that's the easiest one though, because you see that every single day. If you don't know what a stop sign looks like, what the heck? What the hey? Bella Pink Savage says, also back in January, you gave me great advice and I want to say thank you so much. Did I? Excuse me if I don't remember what that advice was. Back in January? What? Oh boy. Last January feels like forever ago. I mean, more than just a year. To be honest, it's been a long year for me. A whole lot's happened. Refresh my memory. What was that advice? If it was so good advice, I want to know what it was. Oh, like how long to study for tests. Sounds like something I might have would have said. Oh yeah, clean my room at least once a month. If only I can follow that advice. Oh, right. Because I think that was one of my resolutions. Clean my room at least once a month. I did not fulfill that. I've been in this new house for 3 months and I still don't have all my clothes packed away. Well, my excuse was that I didn't have my dresser drawer set up. But now I do. And I still have my socks all out like that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I'm a freaking hypocrite. Yeah, you can be 24 years old and still be very messy. At least I'm messy in my own room. When I'm in a public place, I make sure to clean up after myself. Especially now that I know how messy people can be and how much work it can be in a service job. I will do my best, like when I'm in a restaurant or something, to clean up as much of my space as possible before the people come around to clean it. Like if I have dirty dishes, I will put them in one pile, and any napkins I use, I'll just crumple up, put there. Yeah, try to make their lives easier. Or if I'm in the bathroom and I make a mess on the toilet. Won't go into details on that, but I'll make sure it's clean, because people will be very, very, very gross. Yeah. It's for all you people who are messy and don't care when you're outside. Whoa, so Bella Pink Savage, I wanted to lose at least 15 pounds before summer break, and I did. I lost 30 pounds. Whoa, congratulations. Yeah, I certainly hope it's a healthy losing weight, because you also don't want to be too skinny to a point where it's unhealthy. Yeah, good to know. Yeah, that's another resolution for me. I should exercise more, at least go back to hula hooping, because I've been stress eating a lot lately. And I don't mind being regular weight and curvy. I just want to stay that way, Like, I don't want to get overweight and I don't want to get underweight. I just want to be, the nice, comfortable in between. Now, it's kind of hard when you work in a movie theater and you have that discounted food, and also you're across from Cold Stone, and they give you that, they actually give the movie employees free ice cream there, which I recently found out and have taken advantage of. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm about ready to wrap this up because I am tired of talking. Last little podcasting of the year and the decade. So, any last minute thoughts you guys want to share? Oh! And what is that for? Oh, just because. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow, that's a whole lot. That's 750 pod points total. That's about $7.50. A lot of last minute stuff. So I'm going to round it up and say that and give $50 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation as in finishing the year and decade. Gonna make a whole lot of kids happy. Yeah, and thank you so much. A last thank you to everybody who supported me this year with this podcast. Thank you to all the new followers. I'm over 200 followers right now. I'm really pleased with the huge spike in followers that I've gotten in the last 30 days alone. I guess these live streams are working and getting attention. So yeah, and Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Happy New Decade. See all of you very soon. I will be returning to Beauties and Beasts in late January. Thank you. Bella says, I sub to you for 6 years and I'm so happy to help you. Well, thank you for all your support, financially and morally. Yeah, okay. Well, Happy New Year, everybody.